Hey everyone, today I am doing a video comparing my Dyson DC07 animal to my Dyson DC14 animal. I thought this would be a really interesting comparison to do because I tried to look, I really don't think anybody's actually done a video comparing the DC07 to the DC14, so thought this would be kind of an interesting comparison to do. Um, So bottom up, both vacuums have the same cleaner heads. They both have the same um, self-adjusting cleaner head, same lower hose, same brush rolls as well. As we can see, yeah. The only difference is the DC14 has a secondary suction inlet up top, while the DC07 does not. So, yeah. And also, on the DC14, the Dyson logo is slightly bigger than it is on the DC07. Another difference is the clutch knob on the DC07 is just solid purple, while on the DC14 it is a translucent purple. And also, the DC14 has a sticker here letting you know to unplug and check for obstructions if it makes that loud ratcheting noise. The DC07 doesn't have that. They both have the same lifetime HEPA filter stickers. They both have the same HEPA filters. Only difference is on the DC07, the filter is in a compartment on the side here that you can pull off. While on the DC14, you can't take this off. Now, on the very early, specifically the 2004 and 2005 DC14s, this piece was actually removable, but you couldn't put a filter in it, and it had a sticker in it letting you know, this is just an air duct, there's no filter in here, and that the filter is actually in the Cyclone. So, flip this tab up where it says filter, and your filter's in here. Another difference is on the DC14, the attachments are stored on the top of the Cyclone like they are on the DC04, or at least the dusting brush and upholstery tool are, while on the DC07, the dusting brush and upholstery tool are on the side. Another difference is the DC14 and DC07's power switches are different. The DC07's power switch is just gray. The 14's is a translucent purple. Also, the bin is fatter on the DC14 while it's taller on the DC07. Another difference is, despite the fact that these machines do have the same dusting brush and upholstery tool, at least I think they, let me make sure. Okay, yeah, they do. So they have the same dusting brush. I'm trying to get this. Here, I'll just put this one on. Focus on this one. Damn. Give me a minute while I try to get this upholstery tool back on. All right. Anyways. They have different crevice tools though. The DC14's crevice tool still has a suction relief hole here on the side, but it is curved at an angle, while on the DC07, the crevice tool is just straight and stored on the back of the machine. Another difference is the DC14 has a telescopic wand. Basically, you flip the wand cap up, pull the wand all the way out, And this is how you use the attachments on the DC14. Meanwhile, the DC07 does not have that. You release the wand, and ooh, shoot. You pull this hose cuff all the way down until you hear it clip, and this is one of the ways you can use the attachments on the DC07, but you can also take the hose cuff off of the wand and attach it right here and use the wand in the reverse order. So, in terms of tool usage, the DC14 is slightly easier. Both have these ducts here on the side that you can pull out and check for clogs as needed. Same thing with the DC07. Both machines, to my knowledge, have basically the same hose. They both have their U-bend assemblies on the back there. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. They both have the same upper cord hooks. And in terms of which one, I guess, got the more variance, it was probably the DC07, because I'm sure you all remember the original DC07s would say like HEPA plus BackySafe, and then like if it had a turbo brush or floor brush, it would say turbo tool, floor tool, stuff like that. Right next to it, they got rid of that around 2004. It would say automatic height adjustment here as well. They got rid of that on the very late 07s like this one. This sticker was also different on the original 07s. This bin flap was also colored to match the color of the machine. So in this machine's case, it would have been purple. They eventually changed that to clear. And they removed the HEPA plus BackySafe thing around 2004, changed the sticker around 2004, added this extra grip piece for the dust cup handle to keep it from breaking around 2004 as well. And then after that was when they removed the automatic height adjustment thing and made this bin flap clear. The 14s, on the other hand, the original 14s were basically identical to this, but this duct on the side was removable. And then eventually they just completely sealed this duct off. And then for a very brief time, they flipped this handle backwards and basically put the DC17 handle on it. But eventually, towards the end of the DC14's run, which this is one of the later 14s, they flipped it back around to this handle. Thankfully, because that handle just looked awful on the 14, in my opinion. So anyways, I'll get some paper down and we'll do the mess test. Another variant of both machines I forgot to mention is that both the very late DC07s and very late DC14s eventually changed these top pieces here to gray to match the 24 and 25, and eventually used the same darker gray plastic as both the 24 and 25. But like I said, that was towards the end of both machines' runs respectively. So 2008 for the DC07, and then 2010, maybe 2009 for the DC14. And also, obviously, the DC07 as a whole is taller, while the 14 is fatter. Anyways, start with the 07 first. Okay, that did a pretty okay job, but as we all know, these old Dysons aren't really known for their cleaning abilities. So, anyways, now let's go with 14. Jeez, this one's lower hose is really flapped out. Anyways. So yeah, the '07 definitely won because number one, the 14 kicked a little bit back right here, and number two, it very much struggled getting all the paper up. At least more than they both kind of struggled, but the '07 definitely struggled less than the 14 did. But like I said, these old Dysons aren't really known for their cleaning abilities, so yeah, that was a comparison between the DC14 and DC07. Hope you all enjoyed.